Hi everybody, my name is Olivia Segi. I'm here with Gabriella and we're going to be talking to you guys a little bit about Handshake today. I am a master's student here at WVU. I'm getting my master's in human resource management and I am currently in my second semester out of 3.
And I'm Gabriella. I'm also getting my master's in human resource management here with Liv, and I'm also in my second semester out of 3. And we're just going to talk to you a little bit about Handshake today.
So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. We have a little PowerPoint for you, but we're actually going to go ahead and show you actually how to do the things as we speak through them. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So we're first going to try to help you guys navigate Handshake. So basically, Handshake is WVU's career management system. Pretty much this is how we prefer for you guys to search for jobs or internships. We obviously still encourage LinkedIn and things, but this is kind of WVU's way because you guys actually get a free account by using your credentials, your WVU credentials. So this is a way for you guys to search and apply for internships, jobs, co-ops, any type of GA positions are mostly going to be posted on here also. And this is also a way for you guys to set up interviews for all of these things. So not only can you apply to them, but you can also set up your interviews for them. You also are able to access some online resources to just explore jobs. So even if you're unsure what you're looking for, you're able to explore and see what they have out there that may pique your interest. And then, like I said, scheduling appointments, so those can be for interviews and those can also be appointments with the career development specialist. So if you wanted to set up a resume review or a way to go over any type of document you were wanting to turn into an employer and you want to make sure it looks okay, this would be a way that you could do that. And then lastly, we do post all of our career fairs and a register. So you can register for possibly like a one-on-one with with employers, or you could just schedule to be at the virtual career fair. So there's a lot of different options that they are posting on Handshake, and we want to kind of show you guys how to use them so you don't get on and aren't super confused and miss out on any of these awesome opportunities that it has to offer. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Gab, and I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to Handshake.
Yes, so in order to access all the awesome things Liv's talking about, we got to log in first. So like she said, all students have access to Handshake for free by using your WVU login. So if you go to wvu.joinhandshake.com/login, and then Liv, I think you just have to switch your screen from the PowerPoint.
Yep. It's being kind of screwy. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, perfect.
Here we are. So, like I said, wvu.joinhandshake.com/login. Then just search for your school name from the drop-down menu that comes up, and then sign in by either using a single sign-in option, or you can just enter your wvu.edu email address. And then you can also log in from a mobile app. So if you just search Handshake in the App Store, and this works for iOS and Android, and then you can use your school email address connected to your Handshake account, and then you'll get a unique code to that email address that you can just copy and paste into the field and then hit continue. And then you'll just be taken through the onboarding process into your Handshake account. So the mobile app is just a really nice thing to have on your phone if you need to check something quickly and you're on the go, you don't have time, you don't have your laptop on you. It's definitely been very helpful for me personally looking for internships. So once you're into your Handshake account, your home page, like Liv has up, is going to be your profile. So make sure that you're having as much information completed in your profile as possible, especially if you're looking for any type of work, because this obviously just makes you a lot more interesting and viable to anybody who's going to be looking at your profile, whether it be, employers, alumni, even your career development team. So WVU actually automatically inputs your education info that's going to be at the top left, but everything else is kind of up to you to input. So there's a lot of different sections that you can add things like clubs or student organizations you're involved with, stuff like extracurricular activities, work experience. You can even put in different classes or courses that you have taken or are taking that apply to the different kind of jobs you're applying to. Just stuff like that kind of just makes you more appealing and look diversified and like you've had your hand in the work field. And then also there's an interest section that you should include. It's going to be on your left. And it's just good to have information like what roles you're looking for, if there's particular cities that you're interested in moving to, industries that you kind of want to enter into, things like that. And this is all going to be on the left side, like I mentioned. So to make your account public, click on your picture icon and then select settings and privacy from the dropdown. And it's really just good to set your profile to community. And this way your profile can be seen by all students, current students, alumni, and employers across all of Handshake University. So it's just a really great way to kind of let your name be seen. And then now that you've gotten that set up, it's super important to upload your resume to your profile. So you'll likely want to have a public resume available in Handshake for employers and also for your career development specialist team to see. So if you just select documents under your name at the top of the page, click add new document, and then you can type in the name of your document as well as selecting the type of document that you're going to be uploading. And then just a note, one thing Liv and I kind of learned while we were looking for internships for our program is that your professional documents should always be in PDF format. And I know that sounds weird, but just for a few different reasons. First being, you just want to make sure when you're uploading or submitting anything that your formatting doesn't get messed up, because I'm sure we've all been there when we, even upload something to eCampus and our Word document completely gets messed up and the page numbers are all wonky, and you definitely just don't want that happening when you're, putting face to an employer. You want to look as professional as possible. And then second reason, just for privacy reasons, you would never want anyone to be able to add or delete anything from your resume. So it's just good to have that PDF format kind of as your extra protection blanket. And then once you upload your resume, you can even use the option for Handshake to automatically update your profile information instead of you having to manually insert everything yourself, which is obviously a really big time saver, especially for us students in our busy schedules. So with your resume uploaded, just click on the actual document listed on your documents page and then scroll to the bottom. And on the right side, you'll see a button that says build profile from resume. So that's just a really nice option because it kind of inputs everything, but also you should always make sure, it puts in everything correctly, or if there's anything additional you need to add, so you should always revise that. So now you're all set up, you know how to log in, you have all your info and documents ready to go. Now it's time to start finding employers and jobs that you're interested in. So WVU employers actually come to our Handshake profile looking for students from our university, which is super cool and gives us Mountaineers a lot of extra opportunities that we wouldn't have otherwise. And employers really just seem to want what WVU students have to offer, so definitely use that to your advantage. So let's get started. Use your home page and filter options that show up once you click on one of the options, such as jobs, events, stuff like that. So then you can use filters to look up companies and jobs that you're interested in applying to, like on the left side, how she's pointing. Finding and favoriting employers makes it just a lot easier for students to get the most out of Handshake. And also it just makes it as easy as possible for us to keep track of our interests and activities. When you're looking at jobs and employers, you can also utilize the save option, which basically just tells Handshake to file all of your favorite interests into one page for you to go back to later when you have more time, or when you're ready to look at it again. So to use the save option, we'll show you an example. So say you want to save the employer Southland Industries. So she's going to go ahead and search that on the left side. And say you want them to go to your favorites page. So search the employer, go to their Handshake homepage, and navigate to the following button, or to the follow button with Start By It, and then just click this to add to your employer favorite page. And then you can use this filter or favorite options to more quickly just find what you're looking for, whether it be a certain role or particular company, stuff like that. And then you can save your filter options to go back to later and do a little bit more exploring. This is a really handy tool to use because if you're interested in a particular occupation, but you're not really sure, what company you want to work for, or things like that. Using the filter option kind of shows you a ton of different companies who are looking for someone to fill that particular role or occupation. And it can, you can actually go on to the company's info page and, you know, read what they stand for, what they're about, engage if that's something that you're interested in. And this can even kind of help you get an idea of what sort of company you would like to work for in terms of interest and values, because, you know, you don't always know. So with that same mindset, once you have certain companies that seem interesting to you, you can favorite them. And what this does is tracks basically everything that employer is doing at WVU. So we favorited it. And in other words, you can follow those jobs and employers that appeal to you. So when you do this, you can begin filtering based on the company. So per our previous example, we followed Southland Industries. So now when we go to their profile, we can see that they're going to be coming to our virtual career fair, the STEM virtual career fair and internship fair for spring 2021. So that's a really handy tip. And then you'll also get alerts when a new job with that employer is posted, when the window on a job application is beginning to get close to the closing date, and even when the employer is going to be attending any type of event at WVU. So pretty much just keeps you up to date with what the company's doing in relation to students. And that's really nice because, you know, when you have 10 other tasks you're trying to do at the same time, but you're still trying to be vigilant with keeping up with new job opportunities, it's kind of a nice way to just get that reminder to, hey, look at this later. And I know for us personally, it was super helpful when Liv and I were searching for summer internships, because like I said, we basically get reminders to stay up to date on the new jobs and the sorts of things that are coming up on Handshake. And it's also nice to just be notified when a company you like is doing something like hosting an info session or things like that. So then you can look into it and attend and show your interest. And though that sounds so small, those are things that really stick out and go a long way with employers. So it's good to be notified, attend those things, and really get your name out there. So now we'll show you how you can actually manage those notifications in Handshake so that you're always kept up to date in the best way that suits your needs. So it's super easy to do this, no worries, we're gonna walk you through it. And if you go to the top of your screen, click on your icon and select notifications from the drop-down menu. When you click on the notifications, it'll take you into your account settings, and then you can set your preferences to what you like. So on this page, click edit notifications. And then you can check and uncheck where you want to get your notifications. So if you want them through email, Handshake, or both, you can do that on this page. And then whichever gets your attention best is obviously, you know, what you should be selecting. And if you do use the Handshake mobile app, like I mentioned earlier, you can also choose to get push notifications on your phone, which is super easy and convenient. So make sure you do that if you are going to choose to use the mobile app, because it's definitely been a lifesaver. We hope that all this information helped you guys and got you excited for setting up your account and for all the career fairs WVU has coming up. So be sure to check out our next session series where we're going to show you how to get ready for the upcoming career fairs and Handshake this semester. And then if you do have further questions, just reach out to WVU's Career Services team via email at careerservices@mail.wvu.edu.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope that you guys tune in next week.